Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of How to Play Minetest. In this episode, we will be continuing our series on building a fictional world. This fictional world is based on a short story that I wrote called The Mountain Road, which you can get via Amazon. I'll have a link in the description below. And in this episode, we will be continuing on the Mountain Road side of things here. If you haven't seen the first two parts, I recommend you go and watch those first, so that you kind of know where we're at. This part right here is new. In the story, once they repair the bridge, which we just crossed right there, they come to a rock slide and have to work their way through the rock slide, which unfortunately I'm not able to do in Minetests, but I did try to make it look rocky by putting lots of stone around here that looks like it's tumbled down the mountain, even down into the valley on the other side here, so that it has kind of that feel of a rock slide, even though it's not a true rock slide. And if we work our way back up to the ice swamp area here, you'll see that things are progressing nicely. The wheat is growing, so I'll have a good mixture of green and yellow grasses in here, as well as these tree or leaf blocks that I've placed as bushes to give it kind of that swampy feel of water everywhere and plant growth everywhere. And if we keep going up here, oh, something I forgot to mention. If I really wanted this to feel like a natural rock slide over here, I would probably want to build a similar thing elsewhere, so that it's not the only rock slide, the only part of the world that looks like that. And the door you see down there is actually hollow underneath. In fact, why don't we go take a look at that while we're here, so I can show you how I did this, because I've mentioned before that they're hollow underneath, but I didn't really get a chance to show you what that was like. So to build all this out here, I actually had to mine into the mountain and harvest a whole bunch of stone, and then I built this little workshop here. And again, to conserve space, I put my furnace and my chest down underneath there, and I had to bake the cobblestone back into normal stone, and so that's why that's here. And it took a long time, so I went ahead and built a bed as well to make it easier, so I wouldn't have to run back to River Haven every time it got dark. Speaking of getting dark, it might be getting dark on me right now, but that's okay. Work our way back up to the mountain road here. Okay, so it follows along the edge of the river, just like it says in the book. And when we get up to here, this is where I ended last time, and or the road ended, and since then I've continued on up the mountain here. Also right here, I wanted to make this look a little, yeah, I do have some stone left. Make this look a little more natural. You don't usually have stone just plop straight out of the ground. It has kind of a curve to it like that, and I might even go so far, oops, just put another block right up here, so that way it has a little more natural look to it. And these stones are supposed to be leaning really close together, and then Yao builds a fire in the middle here, and this is where he camps for the night one time. And again, another furnace I've tucked away in here. So that's a method that you'll want to take advantage of, is to hide your tools here and there throughout, so that you don't have to take everything all the way back to one workshop and then process it and then bring it all the way back out to where you want to use it. That you can tuck little working spots in here and there. And again, to try and make this feel a little less well maintained, I've got the occasional odd slab thrown in there to make it feel a little bumpy as you walk along. I could also go into a cave or something, find some gravel to add as well to make it feel really less maintained, especially with the audio on, because when you walk over gravel it crackles. And so you can see I've got all the stairs in here to get all the way up to the top here. And I started doing this sort of a beveled corner like that, so it looks a little more polished the closer you get to the Builder's Temple, which is where the people who maintain the road live, so naturally it would feel more polished the closer you get. And we get all the way up here, and so this is where the Builder's Temple will be. Come in here and we'll have kind of a garden off to the right here, and then on the left side here was where the temple itself will be. And I have a really good description of that in the book, so I'll try to follow that as closely as I can, what I had imagined in my mind when I wrote that section. And from here I'll be continuing the road on around this way, across this top piece, which still needs a lot of work done because it just totally plummets on the left hand side there. But the path will come along here, and then here it'll start to descend, and I'll throw in some switchbacks here. There's also supposed to be a cave right here that looks kind of like a demon's mouth. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to pull that one off yet, but that'll be in this area right here. And then you'll have the final switchbacks all the way down into Glorydale, which will probably be right here, and I'll have to harvest all this out over here. So I'll have room for the switchbacks, and then a big enough area down here to have Glorydale, which will be a nice big city right here. On the opposite side here, I did get my paving stones in so that it's a more gentle descent, which this road on this side, the toll road, is supposed to be very polished and well maintained because of the toll, obviously. And so I've tried to make that a little more polished there. I'll have to see if I can do slabs with the stone brick that you'll see here in a minute. If so, I'll probably have to redo those, but that's okay. This section right here I just finished off so that this used to be a big old valley underneath here that went all the way down to water level, wahoo. So I beveled each side so we have kind of this high road in the middle here. And again, because this side's supposed to be more polished, I may come through and just harvest all the grass out over here and move it over to the mountain road side. Right here's where the toll booths will be. I haven't even started on those yet. That'll be a fun adventure. And then as we get through here, this is that nice stone brick I was talking about. And this you make using stone just like this, and you get that nice slab like that. Here, why don't we go ahead and... Oh, I can. Cool. So I'll be replacing all those steps going up into Glorydale with half slabs like that, so that we have this nice polished toll road for this side, so that the other side looks quite rough. But that's all I had for today. Hopefully by the next episode I'll have the complete circuit done as far as the road is concerned, and maybe get the toll booths done as well. Let me know what you think about these kinds of build along with me episodes where I build something and then bring you along and show you what I've done, and let me know if it's helping you with your fictional worlds. Anything that you guys would like me to try or show you how to do, so that when you go in to build a fictional world it can be more realistic or closer to what you imagined in your mind. Until then, we will catch you next time. Please leave questions and comments below, and subscribe, and share with your friends if you enjoy these videos, this series so far. And we'll catch you guys next time, and thanks for watching.